Welcome everybody to tomorrow's game, yes, Sunday's game, which will be a continuation of the British assault on the Plessy, mid-June 1944. If you've followed the other videos before, you'll know that the British attacked twice and assaulted and took half the village. They cleared these orchards here, a lot of casualties on the German defenders, and they pushed on this flank around and cleared this orchard and left the Germans with a bit of a bloody nose. However, the losses on the British side were not insignificant. However, the scenario will be the second day in which A company has been pulled back and B and C companies have been brought forward. C will be leading the attack, led by Mr. Fuller again, and defended by the able Pip. Now, the difference is that we've carried over the losses from the German positions. So they have not as many troops to defend, more at the table. So Pip has to make some big decisions tomorrow morning about where he deploys these troops and also what he's going to do with his support points. Now, as I've been walking around the table, you will see that beyond the village, which the British will start effectively on that crossroads, which is there. The British will start there, the start line will be there. The Germans will be defending anywhere back as far as they want to go. So they could vacate everything and just pull back to this main line here. And you'll notice the terrain is a lot more open. This is proper farmland now. We've moved away from the village. There is a significant terrain feature there, the wood. But other than that, there are some pretty good fields of fire here now for the Germans. So it's going to be very difficult for the British to push along this road, but they have to. That is what they've got to do. Losses will be losses, and that's why C Company we're leading, and B Company is in reserve if required. Now, let's be pretty frank, the Germans should get a bloody nose again, but it's a question of how much damage they can do to the British again. I may also bring in a bit of a wild card with the Germans getting some additional support points on certain things happening. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. But I think the British are going to have a hard time here. Let's be perfectly honest. If you look across this terrain, not only do they need to secure the rest of the village, they then need to clear this area here. There's an orchard and a farm with very high walls. There's the wood on their flank, and then there's all this open ground. So, you know, it's really going to depend upon where the Germans decide to set up. They could be really nasty and bluff their way through using blinds. And the British waste a lot of time attacking things that aren't there. On the other hand, a couple of delaying units, snipers, a couple of anti-tank guns. It could really slow the British down, and time is of the essence. If not, Mr. Fuller will be pulled back and had a little chat with the Colonel about why he didn't actually get anywhere. So, the game will start tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Hope to post some stuff on Twitter as it goes on. I hope you'll keep an eye open for it. You can see, tanks burned out from the last action. Lots of shell holes. It's one of these weird things I'm a fan of. That's where there was a bombardment, put shell holes. It's now difficult ground to cross. So, I hope you'll follow us on Twitter. If not, maybe there'll be a video tomorrow night and you'll catch up to see what happened when the British tried to take on Pip. And we shall see what happened. Take care everyone, bye bye.